During the last few weeks, well, in fact, during the last few months, we've been hearing a lot about the so-called flu pandemic, which is going to, remark Mal, still going to spread around the world. Hasn't managed it yet. And is going to make lots and lots of people ill and very dead. Well, still not happening. When's it going to happen? Anybody know? Well, according to President Obama, it's going to happen next Wednesday evening. And there's a very good reason for this, why we have a very precise timing of the evening of Wednesday, the 4th of November 2009. Because on Thursday, the 5th of November 2009, his friends have to go to the Supreme Court to prove that the vaccine, which they are at present have been forbidden to use on human beings, because it's not only not safety tested, there's not even any, proof that it will do anything useful at all. And lots and lots and lots of suggestions that it could be extremely dangerous. So one of the groups looking into this, the Natural Health Foundation, applied for a court injunction at the Supreme Court forbidding the FDA, Food and Drugs Administration, from authorizing the use of a completely untested medicine with unknown effects. Next Thursday is the hearing at which the pharmaceutical companies and their friends in the government must prove in court, A, that this so-called vaccine does something useful, and B, that it's safe for use on humans. A thing which is very, very difficult to do because the whole theory of infectious diseases is based on nothing other than the blown up egos of two charlatans. Just let this sink in for a minute. The theory of infectious disease has no scientific base. The two people who were responsible for spreading this theory around the world, two very well-known charlatans, Louis Pasteur and Robert Koch from Germany. Both of them, pretty well at the same time, decided, for reasons of personal aggrandizement, that the theory of infectious disease would be pushed onto the medical community and the people at large, because that would make them famous. And they did this in the face of overwhelming proof to the contrary. So it was already known then that the theory of infectious disease was seriously flawed. Over the last 30 years, a lot of interesting facts have emerged in research in this area, which weakens the theory of infectious disease even more. Now, Professor Lipton, a cell biologist of international standing, is one of the people who has done a lot of work in this area. He has actually written the foreword for my latest book, The Flu Fairy Tale, www.theflufairytale.com, in which he makes very, very plain that the theory that some virus or bacterium can randomly break into and neutralize the human immune system is, scientifically speaking, complete nonsense. It's absolutely impossible. There is not the slightest shred of evidence to support such a postulate. To the contrary, there's a very, very great deal of evidence showing that disease happens because of or in reaction to the immune system being compromised through something completely different. The most common cause of the immune system being compromised is, shall we say, unfortunate nutrition, inappropriate, deficient nutrition. This here we're speaking about 70 to 80% of the people in the first world are seriously undernourished. That's what we're talking about. A lot of those people will have compromised immune systems because of undernourishment. What else weakens the immune system? Electrosmog, nuclear radiation. The most damaging thing for the immune system of every biological system is nuclear radiation, and not just from nuclear bombs. A nuclear power plant has a radius of around 50 miles, 50 miles, in which any biological system will have its immune system seriously weakened. These are the things which we need to take note of, not some random virus or opportune bacterium which perhaps, and here I say definitely perhaps, takes the opportunity of invading a system where the natural immunity no longer functions. And it's a very big perhaps. There is a lot of evidence indicating that specific viruses and specific bacteria can only multiply as the result of very specific forms of stress. There is, for example, a lot of information to show that of the 30 different or so postulated different viruses involved in the common cold, none of them are a causational factor. But what is a causational factor is the use of refined sugar and white flour put into the human body, where they are 100% poisons. Sugar has never been a foodstuff. Sugar is a naturally occurring pesticide. That's what sugar is. That's what you're eating. It's any wonder that it doesn't do your body a lot of good. This is, by the by, this is something which we will be, I'm going to say we, mankind, will be researching for the next 10, 15, 20, 50 years, looking towards a lifestyle in which human health is optimized.